Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to this episode of Talking Point from NTV Studios in London. Might I say a very warm welcome. London is literally very warm today weather-wise. In our studios today, we have a gentleman who has devoted some 30 years of his life towards community welfare work. He is none other than Mr. Mahmud Hasan, MBE, Chief Executive Officer of APA Sent. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for coming along and making time for us on this very warm afternoon.
Yeah, I'm pleased.
Mr. Mahmud Hasan has worked with APA Sent for 14 years, and with him he brings 30 years of extensive experience in developing, managing and implementing small scale, medium to large scale community and social care projects in the UK. Previously he has also worked with the Walthamstow Forest Council, Bengali Work Association, Bangladesh Multipurpose Centre, Circle 33 Housing Trust, Camden Community Relations and the Consortium of Bengali Associations. Sir Mahmud Hasan, MBE, where did it all start? How did you become interested in social welfare projects that is very close, it seems very close to your heart?
Yeah, obviously, I was involved in student politics before I come here and before my graduation, and I was directly involved in the liberation movement. After liberation movement, when
that was back in Bangladesh.
Yeah, that's why I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Because directly involved with the community welfare that time.
Right.
When after liberation, I was directly engaged with the Red Cross Society for rehabilitation of the expatriate Bastu. I have started that, and after completion my education, I started my own business because I had a dream to have a further study. Unfortunately, in the 71 Liberation War, Pakistan Army has burned my house, and we had nowhere to live, and I had to take over my father's business. Then I started my own business. After 3-4 years, in around 79, 78, 79, I have decided to leave Bangladesh because there is a loss of
leave Bangladesh for England.
For England, and business economic situation, especially after 75, when democratic government has been washed away, and there is a problem of world aid to a country like Bangladesh. Then I thought, let me come and find an alternative way. And in the meantime, lots of my friends also came here and settled.
Right.
So I came in 79 to UK.
You must have had some of your family members already here.
Not family members, mainly my father-in-law used to live here, but not my the whole family. My wife came along with me, and I came as a visitor, and visitor country initially. Then I applied for stay, which I got it straight away. Then I looked at it. I have visited many places, worked in scatteredly. Then I started studying as well.
Right.
And I attended courses in the South Bank University, and I have involved same time in the community.
What did you study?
In the applied advice works, I was involved in the working with citizen advice and various the advice agencies. Mainly that I was motivated by Camden Community Relations Council. That time, Bangladesh's community in the UK situation was not very good. The homeless families coming, the homeless families in the hotel, the bed and breakfast, the children's education was extremely, say for example, extremely bad, as they can't attend the schools, and while they are staying in bed and breakfast. There are some challenging situation came.
Right.
In 84, there was a homeless family was burned to death in a bed and breakfast in Westminster. I was working in Camden. I was living in
an accident or?
No, it was poor condition in the hotel and bed and breakfast. So we have, protested it in the town hall. It was the history. In 1984, the Bangladeshis occupied the Camden town hall for 1 month, and 110 families have been rehoused while we are occupying the town hall.
The town
It
hall.
should never happened in the history and in this country. So that's the way my tight involvement with community work. I work with elderly, particularly then education conference took place.
Right.
I was involved with Inner London Education Authority. I was elected as ethnic minority representative in 1984.
In Elia?
To Nelia, yes. Then I looked at, that time there is no halal food, there is no prayer facilities in the school, and there is no parents' evening. Parents can't cope, parents can't share their frustration with the teachers. So I had to involve, and I was invited in local schools. That look, so when we talk in the authority level, then they say, oh, you come here. So there is a fault of our parents as well, and not fault I can say, because of the barrier.
Yes.
Because
Barrier of communication.
the various communication, various understanding. Education is only thing that three partners involved. One is student, parents and teachers.
Right.
These three partners, out of these three partners, if one partner weak, then you cannot achieve. So exactly that's happening. So I have been involved with my other organizations and set up home art club and working with outreach, extended outreach with parents, even parental various courses, their responsibility, their civil right. So that's the way I have been actively involved.
So you have been mainly working in London,
Mainly
and focusing
working
on Bangladeshi community.
mainly working in Bangladeshis and other ethnic minorities. I have worked with Afro-Caribbean, even some Middle Eastern people
Right.
when I was in Westminster, but mainly my brief was PME group.
Yes. Let me go back to your %. You see, somewhere I see it as %, only the TH. So I understand that probably TH is for Tower Hamlets, is it?
Yes.
Right. What is % and what do you do? I mean, I've seen the list of your officers. They are mostly, again, they appear to be from Bangladesh, isn't it?
Yeah, the reason APASAN is an organization, it's a unique organization, I tell you what. 10 parents of those who have children with special needs like learning disabilities and autism and Down syndrome, they came together in 1984 to set up a parents group. From there,
What does it stand for, APASEN?
its name has been changed. We used to have Asian Parents Association. Now APASAN itself it's a stand itself. And if we can short it that Association of Parents of Special Need.
Okay.
So what actually happens, they have set up a parents group, sharing the stigma and the problem and about challenging behavior of their children. And that has been supported by social services and the special school
Right.
in Tower Hamlet. So I know from my own experience how the education system has failed to help Bangladeshi children. Even the normal,
Bangladeshi children with
even normal children, on top of that, I'm talking about special needs children. So what happens then? The conference, we have done a conference in Camden. It was a widespread conference with Dr. Bhikkhu Parekh, you may have heard. He was one of the members of the Swan Committee report, and that has been published. And even 1986, Home Office Select Committee report came out. The Bangladeshis and Pakistanis are bottom in the society in UK. So Bangladeshi community became
among the ethnic minorities.
ethnic minority. No, even the whole country. So what actually happened? The Bangladeshi community wake up. What need to do? So I was one of the person that involved and taken proactive role to do something. So we have done the conference, we have done the extensive community outreach work. Hardly we cannot find any parents to sit on the governing body that time. So to say their views in the
Was that in 1980s?
Yes, it is. First of all, Inner London Education Authority. When Inner London Education Authority transferred to local education authority like borough councils, it's a transition period. Hardly Bangladeshi people were able to talk and exchange views. The problem. We was some of our friends as well. We had a very good strong network. We have done a conference. We have exchanged views. We have discussed in several meetings with the education authority. What are the problems? So we had resistance as well. It was not difficult.
What were the basic problems?
Problem is, in the school, say at that time, you will see nowadays parents goes in during summer holiday if they want to go to Bangladesh.
Yep.
That time parents go, they're not coming in 6,
Yep.
8 months, 9 months. Authorities are not saying anything. There is no such rule regulation to do something action. When they come back 6 to 8 months,
Yeah,
the
they
children,
have missed a lot.
they miss a lot. Either they're failing to education, after 2, 3 fails, they're frustrated, they
drop
are
out.
gang fight, and so and so. So government become frustrated. Government also tell us, oh, what is the exchange of views with community leaders, other institution, the organization. Then we said, oh, we need to address it properly. So what is the best way to do it? One is parents need to understand the value of the education. But what I said in 86 Select Committee report as the Bangladesh bottom, after that, the extensive work community has done, I am really pleased that the Bangladeshi people living in the overcrowding situation and poor housing condition, plus working in the unsocial hours, restaurant, factory, supermarket, and their children now almost highly contributing this country.
Right.
From barristers to the Home Office, the Foreign Office, doctors, say nothing. Everywhere they are working.
Members of Parliament.
Members of Parliament,
House of
ambassadors,
Lords.
maybe number 1 law,
Yeah.
but these
They are
are the
there.
children. Exactly. So this happened.
That's a great
So
achievement.
without the community work, I'm not saying on myself, but in country-wise, there's a network. We have done this.
Definitely your work has helped achieve the target.
I feel proud that our
You have
children-
contributed towards the development of the community.
That helps.
Definitely.
That helps.
Definitely, definitely. What do you do? I mean, upper Sand, yes, but you explained it. But what do you really do? What do your officers do
A person
on
is
day-to-day basis?
We have number of projects. One is we get big project of domiciliary care. People with elderly disabilities, any kind of problem, mobility issues. So local authority, we do service level agreement with the local authority. We provide service. They buy services from us because to provide services you have to qualify.
volunteers.
Not volunteers, it's paid workers. We have nearly 150 care workers. So all are trained. First of all, the government has said minimum NBQ level 2.
Okay, sir, we need to take a break here, and then when we come back, we'll definitely continue with this very interesting discussion. Thank you for being with us. Don't go away, we'll be back soon.